All righty. Welcome, one and all, internet, those in the internet, the ether that will hopefully watch this and enjoy it. And hopefully we give you enjoyment. As our heroes last left, or the scene last left the heroes, they, and I'll get the bouncing ball here, they were here with the boat, and Hellions familiar saw this blockade with 4 what looked to be fire giants there. And they started talking about alternative routes, since they do have a rough map of the area and such. So there's the discussion in there, and then Zarkon turns to the captain and asks him, "What do you think?" He returns to the group and said, "I'm not risking my livelihood for you, no matter how much gold you give me or promise me." So there's about where it's at. All of you enter the scene with the full rest. So
okay,
there you have it. You can contrive your actions from that point.
So we either have to persuade the captain to, if we wanted to go that route, to try to sneak past at night on the ship, or we have to get off the boat.
Either to fight them or to avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
It's my thought and my vote that fire giants are tough. There's 4 of them. So it's going to be a tough fight.
Mm-hmm.
But if we simply got out, walked maybe northwest, hit the forest, turned north, and then on the other side, then we can come to Kamisha. It'd take us a day, maybe a day and a half, we were figuring. We could gather a little bit of intel and then Kamisha, maybe restock. And I was thinking about actually buying a smaller boat, more like a skiff, something that we could just do ourselves. We could take we could still use the river to go up to where we're going, but having the skiff would help us get back a lot quicker than walking.
Well, let's put the horse before the cart here. Do you even think we can take 4 giants made of fire?
Margaret to say those guys are pretty big. Maybe 2 at a time. I don't know about 4 at a time.
I think I could take 1 or 2, depending on how they decided to fight. But I don't see why we have to fight, unless Bran is in the mood to deal some evil creatures or something.
Oh God.
Well, that's a little hell, and that's where it came from. That information came from the gods.
If we can just simply avoid a fight. No, that's what I was saying in the beginning.
Well, no, I understand that. I'm just chuckling.
What? Oh.
Yeah. If we can just avoid the fight, and essentially, if we don't fight them, then they don't know where we are. Still. They're still in the dark as to where we actually are.
Yes, I would say so.
I would like to know why they are here. Because if they are sent by the people who want the box, then they may catch up with us as we hit another roadblock set up by those people at some point later.
I don't know if we could find that out without actually talking to one, and even then, they still may not tell us.
Yes, we would have to beat them first, which is why I asked the question. I think I maybe can take 1 or 2. If between the 3 of you, you could take 2 as well, maybe we'd be in good business. But I'm not particularly known for my interest in fighting, and I don't think I want to change that reputation.
Okay. Well, like I said, I vote to avoid.
If you vote to avoid, what is... You said you want to go into the woods to the northwest?
Yeah. Don't head directly north. Head just a little bit west.
Evade them, for all
Yeah,
intents and
avoid them,
purposes.
right.
Yeah, he's kind of like going like that.
Yeah.
Is what he's talking
Yes.
about right there.
Question for the DM. How flat is that ground between the river and that forest?
It's grasslands.
So flat.
Fairly
Pretty
flat. There's a slight roll, but nothing notable.
So nothing that would prevent them from seeing us be walking through the grasslands.
Well, the only reason why we saw
height.
them was Hellions familiar.
Yeah.
We did not see them by eyeball, and they're giants.
And you are a couple miles away from them. About the most they would be able to see is that, yeah, there's a ship there.
Back to my earlier question, I wasn't suggesting that we fight them to find out why we're here. I personally am not able to scout their camp. It's not in my skill set, but some of you are resourceful people. If you are, I don't know, good at stealthy, or you have something like Hellions familiar that would be able to scout them and may give us some information.
Only Ryan was here.
I mean, I could attempt to sneak in. It would have to be at night, and we'd have to be ready for it. Be able to fight them if that comes to it, and to find their camp in the first place, that kind of thing. But it's not out of the question. I also am a little concerned that maybe they would expect us to move toward Kamisna. Perhaps it may actually be worth our time to go further west, to evade a trap, they might have said. But
I mean, we can move straight. We can move straight west if you want.
right.
then
Start by moving straight west, and then head north in an area where we wouldn't have normally passed through.
Yeah, we're not under any like huge time constraints as far as I'm aware, so it might be safer to assume that they are part of an overarch. If we want to avoid them, to assume that they're part of an overarching plan to catch us and to take some measures to avoid that.
As far as the parties
I think
knows or understands is your assumption, Morgrath, is right, that there's not a countdown clock going.
Right.
The only countdown clock is the opposing force finding you and capture.
Yeah.
And I think it's possible that they found out we were traveling by river. And so this is a checkpoint that was set up. But again, not specifically, knowing that we are here, just trying to cover their bases.
That seems reasonable. I suppose you are the more experienced one in combat.
Have a question.
circumstance.
Can I roll something to see if I know if fire giants can swim or take damage from being in water?
Let's see here. Yeah, you can always roll to try to understand something. I'm just looking to see what I would be asking. What ability? Maybe a history check
History? Okay.
or
Nature.
yeah, that'd be another one, a nature check. Either of those would make sense for both that, and if you had a religion one, I'd say that's loose enough knowledge religion that maybe in some religious writings something like that may have been written.
I'll go with history because that's the only one of those I'm proficient in.
Okay.
Okay, so my proficiency is 3 in history. What's the governing skill of history?
Intelligence.
Okay. So that is a +3 altogether. Plus 3. Uh, 10.
You come away with the thought that the water may not inhibit them any more than what the water inhibits a human.
But to be fair, how big are these creatures?
These are huge.
They're like 16 feet tall.
So
They might be
crossing the
closer
river
to
probably
20.
wouldn't be too difficult for them.
They might be able to reach the bottom just by walking.
Well, everybody can reach the bottom. It's just
I mean, they can be both on the surface and the bottom, perhaps. Yes.
Okay.
So
There goes my idea.
I respect your thinking, Morgrath. The only reason why I would oppose the stealth mission is that if Cup were to be discovered, we would not be close. He would be by himself. And again, they are alerted to our presence. If we just simply avoid them, we'll be essentially clueless that we were ever here.
Morgrath shrugs. I think we're looking at it from two different viewpoints. I'm assuming it's a conspiracy to catch us. And in that case, any information we can gather would be useful, and they're going to know about where we are and where we're going to be, either way. It could be that they're less well-informed, or the Dark Queen doesn't care enough to move them around afterwards, or that it isn't a conspiracy. But it seems dangerous to assume that they wouldn't be under control for that.
What are
Well,
your
the only way we'll know for sure is if we actually go.
go and do what, Zarkon?
Just make a move. If we bide our time, we're gonna be on them before we.
Well, we're stopped. I mean, we're not moving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the captain has that kind of off to the shore, holding, trying to like he was assessing. So if he can pass that point or not, if they happen to perceive him, but you guys are still, like I said, a couple miles off. So whether you got dark vision or not, you're not seeing. You're limited to the distance of what you can see and make out what's going on.
Oh,
About-
perhaps.
About the most about the most that you would think that they would see is the ship itself, because the ship is big enough, even even though they wouldn't see the detail of the ship.
Perhaps we can. Perhaps we can have a middle ground here. If we think it's a trap, we could go into the idea of heading, say, mostly north, perhaps a bit more north and less west than you originally mentioned, Bran, and see if we can't notice their camp some distance away from them. And if that happens to be the case, perhaps we can get some information. And if it does happen to be the case that they have set some sort of devious trap for us to fall into, well, we will have known that they are going to do that, and we will be purposely setting the trap off. Essentially, we're choosing to fight them, but only if they've set the trap up. If not, perhaps everything will go according to plan and there won't be any issue. So, what do you think about that idea?
In the words of some famous halflings, the closer we are to danger, the farther we are from harm.
As long as we know about the danger, I suppose so.
I'm fine with that plan. It seems reasonable.
Okay.
If they do attack us, we think we can take 4 giants. If they attack us with more than that, we can run away.
Yes, I agree.
All right. Yes. So I suppose, Captain, your work is mostly done. We would like to be brought to the shore. I'd prefer to be dry as we get off. But other than that,
The west side.
yes, I suppose on the side I motion with my hands, my wings. But
Limbs.
Alrighty, and let's see here. I will change up this. Yeah, why not? Boom. Alrighty, and the good captain bids you best of luck, and kind of drops you off, and he kind of heads back downstream as far as that. So he'll just move.
so I believe that I'm the best at escaping traps out of all of us.
Can cast fly, and I can cast thunderstep and invisibility.
Never mind. I believe that our fellow traveler here is the best at escaping traps. And so perhaps you should be the one to bait it.
I suppose that can be of use.
If we go due north, we're walking right by them. You know that, guys, right?
We don't need to go so close as to attract their attention from their current location. But if they have a plan for us to have gone around them, then we'll go close enough for that to have noticed us. So a little west. We don't need to go right past them.
How
Yeah, the
about where
idea-
those? How about where those two tree hexes meet together?
All right, you're talking about right here.
Yeah. How about there?
As when you point over that direction, Cup says, "How about right there?" And how I'm thinking like a third of the way in on the right tree hex. Can you
Go in the
motion that
middle.
up? Right there, basically, yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe a little closer, but yeah, you get the idea.
I'm trying to push it.
Right? Yeah, we're you point over there, I point there. We just meet in the
Yeah.
middle.
Okay.
Seems
We'll
good.
try the middle. Okay.
We'll try the middle. Sounds good.
All right. Well, in that case, let me go ahead and I will get our, yes, our bloody, you guys are heading in that direction, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And let me see here. Let me see here.
I guess since you're the bait, Zarkon, you should be in front.
Makes the most sense.
I could probably get to you in about 6 seconds if you were maybe 140 feet away from us. Is that enough? Is that enough time for you to get out of there?
Easily.
Let's see here. Yeah.
Don't be. Though I can't control the damage from the thunder step, so if I have to, don't be nearby.
Does this thunder step have a distance at which it hurts people?
Yes.
Perhaps you'd be willing to inform me, since I'm not as magically attuned as some of these others are. Am I filling this time for the conversation so Charles can figure out what he's doing for the stuff? Yes.
No, I already got it. I'm making I'm just choosing which dice roll I'm going to use.
Fair enough.
As far as
Out of character, it's 30 feet, right? 30-foot radius.
90 feet.
It's a
No,
90
that's the
foot.
no. That's the range on the spell. That's not the burst. I believe it's just everything within
It's
5
a
feet. At the end.
self-teleporting spell. What do you mean?
That's not the range on the damage. It's not a 90-foot damage radius. That's the range on how far you teleport.
No. Oh, that's it's a 10 feet radius, so 20
Okay.
feet.
Yes. That's actually really interesting because most teleportation spells say self.
What does it say?
It says you teleport yourself to an occupation.
Well, so like Dimension Door says range self, and then says you can go some distance, like 500 feet or whatever. Or actually, it might be teleport or some of the ones like that. I don't know all the distinctions, but
Misty Step?
there are some teleportation spells that just say self.
Well, it's because this one can, like Misty Step, this
Also-
can carry a person.
Right. I don't know. It's just interesting to me.
all right. So what do you got? Excuse me. What are you guys doing?
We're sneaking past with our fellow traveler in the lead, about 130 feet in front.
All right. I
is
need.
it for me to be seen, or should I prevent myself from being seen?
There's no
What?
reason to purposely be seen.
No, not like draw attention to myself, but am I trying to, like I could, because I could go invisible if I need to.
Well, I'm at here as the DM. I'm asking what you're doing, and then I'm gonna have you do a roll.
Well,
Theoretically, we're far enough away that unless they've set a specific trap for us, we're not going to run into any fire giants.
Correct.
They can still see us.
They
Oh.
might be able to see us.
So
My
all
character
the-
is moving stealthily.
So yeah,
the answer to your
Bran will
question, Charles.
move as stealthily as he can. So he's going to kind of not exactly crawl, but he's going to duck down a little bit. So he's not
Yeah,
a high profile.
yeah. I kind of figured y'all were in kind of a stealth mode, but just for your point guy, I needed to know how he was doing it. I guess is more accurate.
Okay, Zarkon, that's you.
you mean like crouch walking, or as opposed to
As opposed to invisibility, for
Yeah.
example. Which is
uh,
your choice, by the way.
yeah. Well, we're gonna be walking a long time. The invisibility will last an hour, so you'll probably just not use the invisibility unless
All right.
he
Then,
gets their attention. Then he might go invisible.
then give me your stealth check.
Have advantage at that. Let me check. Yes, I am proficient in that too. Look at this character. Max is 2, so 5. Okay. $24.
All right. Okay. And so you're going you're going along keeping parallel to where you were told the barricade of the mountain of rocks and boulders were, correct?
Yes.
All right. Then what I will do is I'll right here, we'll move you. And you guys are doing that for how long?
Keep on doing it.
To the
Until
tree
we get
line,
to the forest, I suppose.
or until something else happens, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
There
There's
is one.
there's several hours worth of walking. Sarkon, give me another stealth check.
While we were going past, especially when we were closest to the giants, a couple try to see if he can see something that would look like a camp, but maybe like for like a big camp.
You can't see. You don't see the other side of the boulders because it's literally
Right. If they had placed the camp
literally a
away from
mountain.
the barricade,
Yeah.
is what I'm asking, trying to figure out. Like if they had placed a camp further away and we could sneak in, great. But it doesn't.
The
sounds
answer
that's
is
not the
no.
case. Okay. Cool.
All right. And what did you get for your
15.
15? Okay. Give me, you all can do this one. Give me a perception check.
$23.
All right.
Darn.
Okay.
22.
Oh wait, I can roll on this thing, can't I? Wait, can I roll on? No, I can roll on the Zoom meeting. Never mind. Being silly. $27.
Okay.
Critical success.
Nice.
And 14 for that. So all but Morgrath hear the noise off towards where the giants are supposed to be. You can't make out what they're saying. Do any of you speak giant?
Let me look.
Nope.
No.
But you hear a ruckus as far as coming from that direction. That's without any problem with the rolls that that Bran or Ava or
Yes.
Zarkon got.
From where we are now, and so we know where they are, kind more or less, right?
Yes, they right there. You know that they're right there,
Well, how far would the distance, the walking distance, be from here to there for us?
about 2 miles.
Oh, so like a couple hours.
A little less than an hour, probably. Actually.
Yeah.
Let's keep on going, guys.
Yeah, let's just keep going.
Yep. Agreed.
All right. Morgrath, roll me a d12.
Want me to roll a d12? All right. Let's see.
You know, Cup.
Got a 4.
All right.
Yes, I can hear you.
How long do you think it would take you to fly over there?
I can't fly.
Wait,
Thank
so
you.
you can just move really fast then, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Think of chickens.
Sure.
No wings, but they can't really fly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he was an aircraft conqueror. My mistake.
I mean, a fair assumption, I would say. I do look like a bird.
Yeah, never mind then. I don't have anything to say. What the DM has in store for us, though.
I think that was important. Now your character knows they can't fly. That's a big, important thing to know.
Yeah, it is. Darkon was thinking of both of them flying, but now there's only just one person flying.
One, just you.
Or Morgrath with his axe.
That's right.
All righty. So you just going on, or someone flying, or
No,
not?
I think we're just
going,
continuing on and keeping our heads down.
going on, moving on.
All righty. And select.
A couple actually will do something though, and it won't. It's not very big, but she'll just kind of move to the back of the group, just like hold up her walk to move to the back, and we'll kind of make a motion for the other two to be ahead of her.
There we go. And you, towards the end of the day, it's getting about 6 o'clock in the evening, starting to get darker and such as right there. And what are you doing? It doesn't, outside of for the three of you, the noise off the one side, you haven't heard or saw much of anything else on your travel so far.
I would highly recommend traveling about an hour into the forest. before we look for a spot to camp.
Good.
Yeah, no, I guess that would work. A fly speed of 60 feet. I have a question for the DM.
I got an answer.
So theoretically, if one of the giants hurled a boulder at Cup, would that count as a projectile and be able to dodge it using the missile, whatever the monk missile
Catch it.
thing?
He even catch it.
Well, you're not going to.
It has to be small enough for you to catch, but yes.
But you can still use your action to minimize the damage, correct? Does it count as a projectile in that sense?
Any boulder or anything that is thrown at you or slung at you in some form or fashion, at least in in my perception, is usually classified as a projectile.
Okay. So we have moved past the pile of stones now, correct? So we can see the other grassland now.
Yep.
Okay.
From where you're at, you can see the opening that's that way. I mean, you're talking that there's like a 10-mile opening there.
Yeah. Okay. Way too far for information gathering now, so all right. That is all good. Yeah, I agree with Bran that we should probably go into the woods a little bit too before we try to make a camp.
Alrighty.
Is it cold enough that we would need to make a fire?
Roll me a d20.
I suggest that we have a cold camp tonight.
4.
Okay. It coming up. It is cool evening feel that you feel that the temperature has dropped some from the day where it was comfortable. Whether it's from magical means or natural means, you really at this point don't know. Because you do know that you've been moving north.
Okay.
And which way are you guys desiring to go into the woods?
Due north about 1 hour.
Does anybody have a good sense of direction? More or less. I'm asking if anybody has that feat that lets them always know which way is north.
I am a bird. I know which way north is pretty well. I don't know about always, but pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a nature check or a survival check. Nature. We'll make it.
Okay. I'll reroll it. Sure.
No, okay. Yeah. Okay.
18.
Yeah, I was just thinking because of the basis that you used it on it, you were relying more on the nature of your species. That nature would be more appropriate. But yeah, okay.
Whatever works for you, man.
No, that's all right. And no, I'm just trying to make a little bit of sense out of some of the stuff here. And yeah, there you go. You get in there and it's you're looking at around 7 o'clock. It's dark because of the canopy is fairly thick. That's right there. Let's see here. Might as well get that Off here, you don't see them no more. And we're back to the bouncing ball. Right here. So what are y'all doing? 7 o'clock in the evening, getting dark, or is dark, not getting. It's cool, cooling down.
Well, I guess a relatively decent place to make camp.
Well, it all from here, this as far as you got into the forest canopy, it all looks like just standard heavy forest. One place is just as good as the other. Nothing that stands out as making a better shelter or such.
Okay. All righty. Well, make camp. I guess we need to decide on some kind of watches.
Seems good.
Does everybody have dark vision?
I got some nifty little goggles that should help. I believe Bran is the best at seeing in the dark, but perhaps not the best at seeing in general. So we'll let him show off a bit, and he'll take the middle watch.
What about more breath?
Yeah, I can see in the dark. Not too great, you know. It's all black and white, but like you usually see
dark vision, right?
general people.
Yeah. So the answer is yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I guess there's what 2 hours per shift, 4 shifts.
I don't think that'll bring us to daylight, but that'll give us a long rest, or it'll give us a short rest.
Seems about right. I'll I can take the watch before Bran's. Who wants first and who wants last? Traveler, do you have a preference?
So it puts me on 3rd watch. Okay.
Zarkon will take first.
You wanted the middle, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Zarkon will take first watch.
All right.
It's more graph on the last watch.
Zarkon, roll me a d12.
$11.
Okay. Your watch goes uneventful as far as you can tell. As far as that, 2nd watch.
It's cup.
Me. What can I help with?
D12. Yeah.
You got it. 7.
All right. Your watch goes uneventful.
I will wake Bran up and I'll say, Hope, I've been thinking about this last few hours, and I realized that I assigned you to the watch you always take without really asking to see if you still wanted to take it.
You wake him up from the sleep for that.
Yep. Yeah. I wake him up and I say,
You didn't hear me complaining, did you?
no, but if it is a problem, make sure to complain, and I'll try to listen. And I'll head over to my.
Oh! All right. More graph, I guess you're up.
Great. What do you need from me?
Just a D12.
Just the D12.
Yeah.
D12 result is an 8.
An 8. Okay, nothing. Your watch goes uneventful, and then we're up to the fellow that got interrupted into his sweet dreams, fitful rages, and he got, from what I see, is a 8 also. So that will be nothing that is perceived at that time. We're looking at morning, coming early morning. We'll say about 6 o'clock in the morning. So what is Bran doing?
Well, let's get up to the camp and get some grub, and let's try and get 2 of us to figure out which way is north.
Okay. Who's the first person you're waking on? This is just me wondering.
Probably Zarkon. He's always up early, anyways, on a normal day. So
Zarkon, Cup, Morgrath, it doesn't really matter.
Well, okay. I just didn't know if Bran was going to be vindictive and make sure he woke up
Yes.
first there. All right, you guys are up. You can do your palavering as far as, but let me know who the individual that's making the choice of direction and the one that's helping.
Zarkon, are you skilled in the forest?
how do you mean?
Do you have survival?
Um, no.
Morgrath? Are you still here? Because you're muted. Oh,
Yes,
there
I'm always muted. I always mute myself so that you don't hear background noise.
Don't hear any background noise then.
I am not skilled in the forest. I can move through it for a long time. I'm good at that, but I usually get lost.
With that, I would probably recommend. I would probably recommend Cup with one of us helping them.
Why, thank you. It is nice to know I'm appreciated.
Because that bird brain of yours, you know which way's north.
Yeah, it's true. I do. I guess I'll roll nature again. Seems appropriate.
Yep. But you roll it with advantage because you have the two of you.
allies. Yes, I should have done that. 13.
All right.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you say, yeah, this way.
Yeah.
Is north. So
Yep, seems good to me. I guess that means I'm leading the way, so that's what I will do.
all right. Yeah. Let's see here. How are you guys traveling?
By foot.
I don't think we have a choice in that matter.
I would again recommend as stealthily as we can. Brian will take up the rear, giving Cup a good lead because Brian's not the quietest person in the world.
So, do we want to have? I can cause somebody to fly, and they can maybe scout out ahead, see if there's anything waiting for us. Because with the fly, they can do the action and then the regular movement for 120 feet in 6 seconds. So,
Well, if there's not a lot of obstructions for you, well, you're in like I said, you're in a heavy forest canopy.
okay, so probably not even feasible at the moment.
Just flying's all right. It's just that you got limbs and trees that you have to avoid. It's not like going in a straight line free and clear.
Well, I was talking about like going above the canopy.
Well, if you go above the canopy, you can definitely go as far and fast as your fly will let you. Just that you won't see down through the canopy once you get above it. Just to let you know.
That also makes sense. Okay.
I have a feeling so far we've been lucky, and we've been using good strategy. So I say, keep your spells close to hand, and we just continue on as quietly as we can and north, and see if luck continues to be with us.
Does say, I think that's a good idea. If we move slowly and stealthily, though, I believe that there's a chance that Kamizna would be under attack before we would arrive, much like many of the other cities, or perhaps, at the very least, would have something like a trade, like what the Dirty Hand did, going on. Do you think it might be worth us picking up the pace, actually, rather than
Like every
stealth?
city you've been to has had a problem like that other one.
Only one city, which was Dulin, that was the first city we were in, was attacked after we arrived, or otherwise had interactions after we had arrived.
I don't know. One city was attacked before we got there.
Damia
Second-
was attacked around the same time. Leth interacted with the Dirty
So-
Hand beforehand, and Dulin was attacked after we had returned, or pretty much the same time we had returned as well.
I still think, essentially, if we can remain physically undetected, it will be a smoother ride for us.
All right. I'm sure the gods of Kamizna can handle themselves.
Well, I don't even know if they're going to be attacked, but
I think the question here is how worried we are about other people as opposed to our own safety.
Yes, I think that's a good way to phrase that. I mean, yes. Also, it might be dangerous for us to slow down too much, as the giants might catch up to us. So, you had mentioned traveling quietly, and I think that would slow down most of us. So, I thought I would play the devil's advocate, or so I've heard.
travel at a normal,
Asmodeus advocate.
if you want to travel at a normal pace, that's fine with me.
All right,
But-
normal pace it is then. And I travel at a normal pace, which I proceed to slow down to 30 feet for the sake of everyone else.
All right, then I'll give you a little bit more here, and right there, you'll get to that. Give me another, whoever's checking your direction. It's been about, we'll say 4 hours, and it's about 10 o'clock in the morning.
With advantage.
It's with advantage. I got 10.
Well, it's still not bad.
It's average.
Yeah.
It's not south. I haven't figured that out.
Yeah.
Well, it's not horribly off either.
No, it's not. You feel that you're going in the right general direction. Now, everybody can give me perception checks.
Sarkor would also like to say to the group, I can turn 3 of us invisible in a last-ditch effort if we need to.
Okay.
So the
Do
fourth
that,
person-
do that for everyone but me, if that's the case.
All right. What was Argon's perception?
I'm rolling it now, 19.
All right. Everybody but Morgraph
Again.
hears
How sad.
some noise coming off from your west, basically, in general direction. There again, does anyone in your party speak giant?
No. But I'm taking that we're hearing either noise or crashing through the bush.
Well, you may be hearing a little both, but I
But-
just trying so I can give you information a little bit closer to home.
It sounds like the same noises from before, though. Like we'd recognize it as the same noises the giants made earlier.
Similar tones, maybe a little bit different on inflections and such. And let's see here, and I'll put them. And I will. They seem to be coming from this direction. Right over here. And it sounds let's see here. Fran got a good one. Empty Cup got a good one. So you're thinking they're about 600 feet away. You two. And so would Sarkon, if I remember his. More graphs, more like just looking around and just not noticing it for whatever reason more graph wants to do.
Couple say, traveler, you're the bait, we're the hook. And I motion to the rest of us.
I suggest, and Brand's going to be whispering, by the way.
Mhm.
I suggest that we avoid them and we head northeast.
Well, this is definitely the trap they set. Morgrath,
What?
you willing to let Brands take the lead on this stratagem?
On what? What are you guys talking about?
Well, they set up a trap and we've instigated it.
Well, they have not found us.
They haven't found us.
Well,
And
you don't know that.
I'm
I
assuming.
say
Yeah.
it.
and we can still avoid them.
Who? Wait, what? What?
The giant.
I don't know what you guys are talking
There are
about.
some giants that are coming towards us
Oh, from ahead of us.
from the side.
Essentially, from a direction that the other giants weren't.
Right over here. Spotlight it here.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why Cup said we've
Right over.
instigated their trap. Do you want to concede that Brand's strategy is better? Or do we want to fight them like we originally planned?
You guys know how many of the giants there are?
Nope. But they're 600 feet away. Oh, 570.
Yeah, if we don't know how many there are, I say we just run past them.
All right.
I don't know if I'm about running, but let's go northeast a little bit.
I will crouch to show everybody else that they should be hiding and put up a mouth for shh.
All right.
And I sneak snow well. There we go.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. So you guys are still going in the same direction, or are you veering?
We're
off?
very off to the right just a little bit.
All right, so we'll take this.
Okay.
We're playing chicken.
All right, and I'm gonna kind of like that.
Aren't we specifically not playing chicken?
And
What's that game called? I guess we're playing hide and seek, but
Marco Polo,
Marco Polo, yeah. Yeah.
hide and seek is another one. Boom. And
Hounds and foxes.
yeah,
And where are the foxes?
all right. And you guys still hear that same noise behind, actually kind of behind you somewhat. Almost like you would assume that someone may be tracking you, chasing you, or of a such, or maybe just happen to go the same way. Okay. As far as-
I say we turn north, and not that it's going to last that long. Bran can cast a minor illusion on our tracks, but it will only last 1 minute, which might be long enough.
All right. What's the rest of you think about that? I know that the cup will be right back. And
I'm back.
okay. So Zarkon, Morgraph, input.
Can you give me a quick catch up from when we were talking about either attacking them or sneaking past
We
them?
ran.
Well, we tried to avoid them.
Okay.
It seems like they possibly picked up on our tracks. We still hear the noise behind us.
Does it sound like it's gaining on us?
Hard to tell, probably.
Well,
I can lay.
you're gonna make a perception check to try to gauge that distance, if it's increased or decreased.
Seems good.
All right, and you guys are moving swiftly, so okay, I got the modifiers.
Are we moving swiftly or quietly or both?
Probably swiftly if we think they're chasing us.
They might be tracking us. In which case, quietly is better.
But if they're not tracking us quietly, 20 is my perception. If they're not
Okay.
tracking us quietly, then it won't really matter. Then they're just gonna gain on us.
Okay. Fair enough. Swiftly it is.
Let's see here.
And the cup just says, remember, them invisible, not me. I'll be fine.
We get caught.
I'm better at escaping than everybody but you.
Fair enough.
I turn to Hellion and say, do your bird thing.
Yeah,
Alien is not here.
she goes inside of her lamp.
Goes in their lamp and turns the bird invisible, and then bird flies. The bird flies off. It's like, nope.
It
I can't be held.
Zarkon would think that they're maybe they're gaining.
Yeah. Even if they were tracking us slower, they're giants, so their movement speed's gonna be much faster than us.
Are they giants?
It is a good
Well,
question.
he's assuming so based on what he heard earlier.
Okay. Reasonable. No problem. Just
So going slow is, you think that's a bad idea. Zarkon would say that's a bad idea.
So
There-
the idea is we can turn north again, and Bran will cast minor illusion on our tracks to cover them. and hopefully we can lose them.
Give it a go.
All right. Cup, give me a direction check.
Okay.
Just hopefully you.
Nope.
Okay, that's good enough
All right.
as far as that. So okay, so you are going north. DC for that is only 10. It's not a difficult one for you.
Oh, because I have advantage. Right. Okay.
Yeah, if you had disadvantage, well, you might have been going south back towards them,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't happen that way. All right, so you're moving along as far as that. You have Hellion in with her bird or familiar being carried and flying. You got you guys moving at a fast pace. You have a crew or something behind you that seems to be tracking with you. It's starting to get close to noon. As far as that, how long are you going to keep that fast pace up?
Probably as long as our constitution will allow.
Fair.
All right. Then give me Constitution saving throws, all of you.
We should be able to feel when we're getting tired.
Oh yeah. Well, you're moving fast. It's just from the last point, so there's about an hour's worth of moving fast. So that's why I'm having you check.
10.
All right. Okay. Which one, Cup?
You
More
were taking the
bad.
right one earlier, so I don't know.
Well,
I normally take the left one, but it's up to you.
Well, it wasn't with advantage or.
It
So-
wasn't. I'm just rolling
Okay.
advantage always, and then you can just pick the left or
All
right.
right.
Pick.
All right.
Just roll.
You're starting to get tired.
Seems good. Now,
Zark,
can I argue
Zark-
that I have advantage because my movement speed is so much faster than everybody else's? Like I'm slowing myself down to match their quick. pace.
Yeah, because you're not moving at a. Yeah,
I'll take
that will put you fine.
Cool.
Zarkon,
Yes,
what's your Constitution save?
10.
10. You're starting. Not that you're starting to feel winded, but not that you are yet.
Mhm.
But you travel the pace much more. You would start feeling that you'd be, slowing down, not doing as well.
I
Can
will
we
roll
tell-
a perception check to determine if they are still following us and/or getting closer.
I would also like to do that.
Yeah, roll. Yeah.
Okay. Whoever roll with advantage.
I'll let you two roll because I have been rolling a lot.
One second. I think I'm gonna cast something. good.
22.
Oh, I was going to ask, Bran, you said you were casting a minor illusion, right?
That was before.
Yeah, I hadn't dealt with that. That's why I'm asking now. So what's the spell DC?
15.
15. Okay, let's see here. And it's a wisdom check, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes.
So I got to bring that down. All right.
For my perception.
Okay. All righty. And let's move this. And they kind of went off that way. And Brand's little illusion, you guys would think helped you somewhat. It sounds like they went a little past your tracks and such. So that will, let's see here. And I'll go ahead and I'll move this to there. We'll move this over to here. And I'll move this to, come on. I want you a little bit. Yeah, right there. All right. It's now about with your traveling and stuff. You staying at the same pace?
Well, we're gonna have to go to a normal pace because people are getting tired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm asking.
What did Bran learn with his 22 perception about them tracking us?
That his illusion seemed to work to slow him on down, but they seem to, after a while, they did like any good hunter. They went back to the last point that they saw a track and started looking.
But by then, the illusion would have been gone.
Yeah.
A
So,
little bit of time.
so they're still, you would kind of know they're still following you, but they're further behind as far as that. And like I said, it's about 2 o'clock. And with the canopy, it's starting to get darker. You're feeling the air temperature starting to drop.
Votes. I just say we just continue on.
I say we go to at a normal pace, and you guys go invisible.
There's still quite a distance from us.
If you
That
go,
may come a time. There may come a time for that, but I don't know if right now is that time.
then we should set up a trap. We're not. The rest of you are winded. We're going to exhaust ourselves running away.
Well, we don't have to move as fast.
They're going to catch us if we don't move as fast.
Can you? Shit. Maybe we can use an invisibility spell. Maybe we should make you invisible. Have you go and see what is following us and like how many, and then come and report back.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
What do you think?
What do you think, Zarkon?
Morgrath?
You think you're able to do that, or?
Yes, I can do that. You'll have 1 hour to do.
Oh, you're having me go do it. Oh, I see. Volunteered for watch, volunteered for scouting. Seems appropriate. Yes, go for it.
You're the fastest of us, Cup.
Yes, but that's the reason why I want the rest of you hidden.
Oh, I can. Well, yeah, but I can cast it now. We'll keep going. I'll cast it now. You go back and try to gather information, and then you catch back up to us, and then we'll decide with whatever information you gather what we need to go.
I will. That's what we will do.
Okay.
So I will basically let them. I will kind of point them in the right direction. I'll let Bran take the lead. He's been the one assisting me, I think, with the survival checks.
Yeah.
And I'll just basically, once I go invisible, I'll just like go behind a tree and stay in place, and see who shows up to follow us.
Oh, you're not gonna head back towards them?
You guys keep going forward. The distance will be the same. I just don't have to run then.
Well, you could always be invisible and then throw them off our track by making noise while you're running away from them.
I'll consider it. Yeah, it's a good idea.
That's fine. We will continue moving.
All right. And as
Hide behind tree with stealth.
uh,
I have
And-
advantage. Hold up.
You're invisible.
Yes. 25.
You're still invisible.
Yep.
yeah,
That's why I had a 25 and not an 8.
alrighty. Okay, so we have that. What's Morgrath doing?
Just stay with the group.
All right. It's Archon. You're just you guys are just moving along at normal pace, correct?
Correct.
All right. Brand, you're moving off in the direction that leading them off in the direction that Cup gave you, correct?
Yes.
All right. So we got that there. Now, let me see here. You're moving along. How long are you gonna Cup? How long are you gonna wait where you're
I'm going to wait what I think is roughly 10 minutes. I think I might do a little I'll delay it on the longer side, but I'll basically hide and just listen and wait, about that long.
All right. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
If they're tracking us, they should come right past them.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but it
12 perception.
12?
Yep.
All right. You are noticing, and I'm trying to find a picture. Well, that's why I'm kind of, I'd love to show you a picture, but I'll let that go for now. You notice that there seems to be about 8 of these individuals that are familiar in look to you. They are rather large. In fact, you would say they are a large humanoid-like being. And they seem to be discussing things between themselves quietly.
Are do
And,
they have
and pointing at the ground from time to time.
right? Do they have the symbol of the black hand on them? Like visibly on them?
Visibly, not that you can see with what you had.
Okay. So I will attempt to move kind of it would be let's see, kind of a hard westward turn from which the direction the group went, and I will make noises as if our group was running. But not from where I was hiding, but a little bit of a distance away from them. So basically I move west, we'll say 100 feet, and then I'll start making noises of people running through of our group, armor, Brand's armor hitting stuff or whatever.
Okay.
Clang, 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 clang.
Right. Yep.
And you'll see that they seem to be changing position towards what you're doing.
Would you like me to roll deception?
Nah, they're gonna go from the sound anyways.
Oh,
It's so they're back kind of up over this way off. Come on here. I- yeah, that's a little easier to manage there. Okay. Yeah. So they're gone off that way. You're off like that, that way also. That they seem to be tracking your sounds that you're mimicking.
and I'm sure I'm making some noise too, because invisibility
Yeah.
doesn't make me silent, so that's
Oh.
fine too.
No, it's
Um,
all. I'm figuring that all into it, but
Yeah.
using your racial ability to mimic certain sounds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm bird, yeah. But yeah, so essentially, I'll just lead them. I won't go too far away from them, but I'll try to keep that same like I'm fine with going at a slower pace if
Yep.
that means I can keep the same distance that I first established at 100
Alright.
feet.
That's no problem. You should be able to maintain that. As far as that, and let's see here. There we go there. And that, copy. And all right, for some reason that's not letting me do that, but we'll do it this way. As far as that, but you see them doing exactly what you were figuring or trying to get them to do, tracking around with your sound.
Mhm.
As far as that, and if you look in the Facebook message group, you will see what they look like
Cool.
as far as that. But like I said, they look familiar. You don't necessarily at this juncture see the information that you're looking for, showing that they aligned with the Dark Queen, but they do look familiar to the two creatures that were at the meeting in the glen down outside of Leth.
And why don't you add me to the group? I can't see anything.
Oh, you can't see it? I thought you were.
No, I'm not in the
I
group,
thought
I
I
guess.
did that before. Yeah, I'll get you in there.
Wait, no, he's probably really far away from us.
Yeah, yeah, he is. Where you see the bouncing red ball is about where he is, and where you guys are, you're talking. There's like a mile or so away from you guys.
Okay. Well, he still has quite a time for his invisibility, so.
I'm just gonna message you on Facebook what my entire plan is, Charles, and you can tell me if you want where you want some checks to go.
All right, that's fine. What's the rest of you guys doing?
Just keep going. We don't know that anything's going wrong, or we've not heard like a scream or a yell or anything. Not
No,
that We hear that through a mile of trees, anyways.
No, not that you're hearing and such.
Go north, young man. Go north.
Arkham just gonna keep going in the same direction.
Yes.
Young man. And then he kind of like, yeah, you're right, because he's young for a dwarf.
Did you
Right.
see that, Zach?
Let me open my browser.
Let me get. I'm moving things.
I do not see. I did not get any kind of message from you.
It says you're added to the message group for Fabric or Gold. Check.
Just be in Messenger, right?
Yeah, it should be just in the Facebook Messenger.
Oh, now I got it.
Okay. All right. Boom, boom, boom. There we are.
Those looks like some intimidating things.
They can be. They're intended to be. They, as far as that. Let me get back to.
What is the thing with a tower shield?
Those are the fire giants that you.
These are like ogres or something like that.
Yeah.
But they hit hard.
I don't know nothing about them.
Isaac, you said you.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm almost done.
Oh, okay. So I haven't missed it. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yep, it'll
Okay.
be in roll 20, and I'm almost done. I just need to stop misspelling things.
Okay.
And there it is.
You're pulling a brand.
Yep, I'm doing the same thing Brand did back then.
Okay, then what I'm gonna want from you is a deception check.
Yep.
With
I'll be back in 1 minute.
with
Ooh.
with advantage.
Okay.
And then a stealth check.
All right. I will. Yeah, I'm deciding whether I should whisper this roll or not. I'll just. Oh, okay, it's fine. Ooh, fun.
All right.
It's actually probably in Brand's voice now that I'm thinking about it, because that is a Kenku thing to do, to just literally copy somebody else's idea.
Yeah. You're able to stealth away, but before you start going away, you notice that they didn't really react as well to your command. Attack them now. It's like
the
they're looking.
provocation.
They were looking around, like, okay, attack them. Who? And this is in common, so it's like it wasn't from none of ours.
Yep.
Type of thing. So they're kind of stymied there in position, looking for a group to jump out and attack them.
Right. Perfect.
A failed roll that even succeeds in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter that much if they wait here, but the longer they wait, the better. So that's exactly what my plan was.
And you're able to make it back to your partners.
That's probably what I'd do next.
As far as that, so take it from there. It's they've moved up some. In fact, let me get that a little bit more accurate. By the time you get done with all all that, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon right there. So take it away.
I say we just continue going north. I mean, eventually we'll come out and we'll be pretty close to the city, theoretically anyway.
Yeah.
So I missed what just happened because I was doing with my daughter. So what just happened with his plan?
It basically worked.
And what comes of,
My deception wasn't super good, but all the other things we did made it work well enough.
so they're off our
They're,
trail.
at the very least, they're off our trail some distance.
Now, are you telling them what you saw? Because right now
I-
they don't know that.
I'm not saying that in character because I'm also assuming I haven't returned yet.
Yeah, I got your back that you returned. That's why
Okay.
jumping.
I was just gonna let them interact for a bit before I jump.
Well,
in.
if they want to, no
Well,
problem.
aren't you
If
still
they
invi-
want to, yeah.
Aren't you still invisible, Cup?
Out of character, I'm still invisible. Correct. I am out of character informing you what just happened.
And that's only good for an hour, right?
It's
Yeah.
only good for an hour.
Yeah. So by the time you come back to the group, you're not invisible
Okay, that's fine.
because you had to travel at least 3 miles in doing everything that you did. Just before getting to the group is when it kind of.
Well, good job, Cup. What did you see?
Okay. Couple say they weren't the giants from before, but they were large, very large. Maybe the half giants that Morgrath soloed. And there were 6 of them.
Oh,
You see
Yeah.
Morgrath doing math on his fingers, and he says, "Well, last time I took one, and I'm like twice as good as I was then, so I can take like 2 or 3 now."
Yes.
I can make it fly.
I definitely suspect we could fight them, but once again, I think Brand's strategy and what we did earlier what I did to cause them to lose the trail should help. They might have been able to follow my trail, but I didn't exactly take a straight path back here. So,
Cup, give me an intelligence check.
What this does tell us, though, is
14.
that those fire giants were part of an overarching conspiracy.
yes,
And
there's a bigger force here. Yes.
and the thing you're going to say, Charles, did I retrace my steps so that I could then head?
no.
Oh, okay.
He was going to remind you that there was 8.
Well,
Oh, was that what he's going to remind me of? Okay.
well, no, but that is one point. But the other is that it was so you saw 2 of them. You remember seeing 2 of them go down southwest away, like they were going towards maybe a larger force or someplace
Oh,
else.
I actually didn't
or
hear you say
messenger.
that.
No, that's what you're remembering. I'm giving it to you at this point.
Oh, okay. So couples say, that said, there were 2 of them that split kind of southwest away from the way I went and the way you went. So there's probably more of them. Perhaps the fire giants are around or more in general.
Well, not that I don't enjoy a good fight, but I'm glad that we avoided them.
Yeah. Let's see if the town of Kamizna is doing all right. And if they are, then maybe we should help them with these giants that seem to have greeted us, as it were.
you know, ultimately they're just still part of, I mean, it's like casting a wide net. So someone has an idea, you know, where we might be going, and they've put pieces on the board, you know, in thinking where we might go, but it's not specific. And so far right now, they still don't know it's us.
Right.
They have us. So let's continue north, and hopefully we will get there.
All right. And
Seems good.
come here. You get to the edge of the woods, and it's 6 o'clock in the evening, and you see off in the distance this large river and large city.
I say we just go to the city.
Well, there's no sense in sleeping out here. Let's get inside the town and get someplace comfortable.
Seems good.
All right, and that will put you at 8 o'clock in the evening at the city gates, and the city guards are there. Halt! Who goes there? State thy business.
We're travelers traveling along the road that we just wish a warm inn and a nice hearty meal.
And let's see here. Are they gonna buy that schmack at this hour?
Certainly people travel at 8 o'clock at night.
Well, yeah, but I'm just, hey, they're supposed to be not necessarily easy pieces. Where are you traveling from?
We are traveling. Give me a second. We're traveling from Elia, and we're going to Fort. Hang on. Let me look at my character sheet.
And the one thing that you don't know, but
Fort Dormy.
okay, is and Isaac, the person, knows that this city has already had one of the feelers of some activity, so they're a little more heightened on the walls because they've been breached.
Mm-hmm.
What's your purpose up at Fort Denamali?
My purpose in Fort Dormali is I'm retired, and some of my mates are up there. I just was traveling to see them.
Give me a deception roll.
There's no deception needed.
No, but give me a deception roll.
Because that's the truth.
Well, it's not the whole truth. So a partial truth is a total lie.
I like that phrase. Seems fair.
Deception.
Yeah.
15.
They buy it. And then you hear them, come on in, but be quick about it.
Okay.
We've had activity trying to breach the city walls at night. They're looking for someone or something. And those
They who?
the Black Hand Orcs.
Oh, damn. I go in quickly.
And let's see here. I'll stop the share here. Don't need that up. Drop that on down. And Yeah, I'll have to. Where the heck did I put that map? I didn't think you guys would make it up here this fast.
Too good.
Yeah. Well, the rolls the way they were, you use good tactics. So, no, that's all on me. I figured you'd actually end up with at least one combat, but you avoided both possibilities. So,
That's because we're good.
Still too good. Yep. All I
That's-
hear is my praises.
that's because you're scared. Scared.
Yes, right. Chickens.
You are
Yes.
A black chicken on this cup.
Let's see here. I got it in this
Six
folder.
half giants is nothing to sneeze at.
No.
No, I don't have it there. So I'll drop that. But you come on in, and they'll direct you to a inn that's close to the gate, and they'll tell you, keep an eye out, be aware. They've been sneaky, and they've been getting through some of our holes. We've been tightening up our defenses. They seem to be looking for someone.
Be
Say,
cautious. As we were traveling by the forest, we saw some very large shapes.
what kind of shapes?
Like a giant man.
Well, we have some of them in town, some big bruisers. We've been trying to get them into the guard, but
With my bird eyes, I saw one as tall as a tree.
You're putting us on.
No, I'm dead serious.
Yeah. We didn't want to go investigate, and they were just merely kind of shadows in the forest. But they were definitely taller than a man. I just want to let you know.
Morgath considers speaking up, but he doesn't know what these guys are talking about, and he hasn't seen any of the fire giants or half giants, so he's just gonna stay quiet.
It's like do 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 do.
Is this true? I suppose we did see them in the forest.
Anyway, we will go to the inn that he recommends.
All right. And you get to the end. You can hear the noise outside the inn. Lively. It's not like they're shuttered on down like in some of the towns that you've been in, trying to be a little bit, quieter, more reserved. They feel there's a better feeling of safety, almost like the populace doesn't know that their security has been breached.
Okay. I would imagine that we should be hungry.
Well, there again, it's your guys' play.
We head to the inn and
Well,
we leave our hunger.
Well, you're at the end.
Okay.
I was assuming that's why you're hearing the music coming on out. The general cheerful jocularity that you would hear in a tavern inn.
Well, well met. Go up to the barkeep. I'd like to see if we can get at least 2 rooms with two double beds, and let's get 4 dinners.
What you want the fancy meals
No,
or today's special?
today's special will be fine.
All right. Well, that today's special will be 2 bronzes because it is special as far as that. We have
I give him
Uh,
1 silver for the meals.
okay, and they'll say, find yourself a table. I'll have our serving wench bring it on out to you.
What about the rooms?
Oh, rooms. Well, you want private rooms or you want the common room? Because private rooms we're kind of thin on at the moment.
Do you have 2 of them?
Let's see here.
One would probably be okay as well, but
Could they accommodate 4 people?
yeah, it would be okay.
Right. No. I think he'll have his hand on out on the bar, opened on up, and he'll say, "No, I think the rooms, the private rooms I got are all took up."
And I slip him 5 gold pieces?
And he'll hear him holler off to the serving wench, "Stop what you're doing! Go up and kick that drunk tabaxi out of there, and open up the windows. We got paying customers instead of wannabes." And you see her take on off, and he'll say, "Yeah, after your meal, it should be ready."
Okay.
It's too much not in character for me. It's too in character for me to do this. I'm just gonna do it.
Do
Cup
it.
says,
Do you happen to know the name of that tabaxi?
God darn, I'm trying to remember his name. You give me a.
Dagger.
No, it's not Dagger.
Okay.
It's Phillips Tabaxi there, Bradley's. I was trying to remember his name. I'll have to look that on up.
Okay.
Because he was involved. He was involved with the Lost Home
Right.
series there at the beginning, and this is kind of where, more or less, where we left him off.
Seems good.
As far as that, so
But they give me the name and I don't recognize it, and I just
Yep.
go, okay. Good to know. We're looking for a friend of ours. There's a tabaxi, so thought maybe.
he don't drink that sour milk junk, does he?
I haven't seen him drink the sour milk, but I have seen him drink quite a bit. So perhaps that is a tabaxi thing.
Yeah, that what do they call it? Lion's Pride, mother's milk or something. It's nasty smelling, and I generally don't carry it here. I have to send my wench over the other place in town that deals with that lower class stuff.
I wouldn't know.
And
I've got no nose. I just kind of motion to my lack of nose.
and when he says lower class, this is not by any means a fine establishment.
Right.
But he's putting on airs, and you guys will get settled there, and the serving wench will bring out a plate for each of you with 2 skewers of fire salamander on the skewers.
Nice.
Shish kebab, fire salamander shish kebab.
That's interesting.
I bet they have hell cooking this.
Well, it is, and she'll say it is the special of the day. We pride ourselves on having specials that are special.
And it is.
By
Okay.
chance,
Go ahead.
you wouldn't by chance know or heard of anyone talking about those supposed lost ruins, have you?
She'll say, no, I can't. Lost ruins. Nah, I really
That's
couldn't.
fine.
I
Just
really,
checking.
okay. And damn.
I mean, was he being deceitful?
Were you trying insight?
No, I was not trying insight.
Seems honest to me.
Yeah, that's about the feeling you get with that.
I mean, it looks like you were trying insight and you just believe him.
Yeah.
Couple turn to the people seated at the table and will say, "So, traveler, do you have a name?" And look right at Zarkon.
Yes, my name is Zarkon. I'm from the UAG, the main base in Illumina. I was sent here to.
Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh,
Sarkon.
okay.
With disadvantage.
Yep.
See what I got. 24. A 20 and a 17.
Holy smokes!
You notice a figure leave the tavern as soon as you start saying UAG.
As far as our
Is it in a hurry?
Say what?
Is it in a hurry? Like, did the figure leave in a hurry, or just kind of?
You couldn't tell that. He wasn't running, but he did seem to leave at that particular point in time.
Brand says we shouldn't talk about our business so much in this location.
I wasn't asking about his business. I was just asking about his name.
Oh, yeah.
Where I came from. Just thought he would like to know my back story
Yes.
a little bit. Just to know I'm somewhat trustworthy, perhaps.
Despite my voice, I am in fact a female cuckoo, by the way. I understand the plumage is not particularly clear to you, people.
Yes, I have not much experience with members of your race.
It all sounds very exciting. You've definitely caught us in exciting business.
Yeah, I suppose so. Though we haven't had to fight too much, which is good for me.
That's something I appreciate.
Yeah. There'll be a time for fighting, I'm sure.
If you excuse me one moment, I will be right back. Zarkon's gonna, after a few moments of quick chat with him, he's gonna head out and just look out the front door again.
All right. Give me a perception check. You do have night vision, right?
Dark vision, yeah.
Yep.
Why did you do this, stupid beer? 14.
You don't see anything.
He'll come back in. Huh, that's weird.
Alright.
I saw something.
I don't suggest that we stay here too long. No more than 2 days. But I'm thinking that we can get a boat that we can handle, that we could take up, and then it would help us on our way back.
What sort of? I don't have any skill with driving any sort of boat.
Well, just like the bargeman did, we'll just use those long poles and push the damn thing that hard.
Sure. I don't know if it's worth spending that much money on something we don't know how to drive, even if it does seem simple. Maybe we should at least ask the person we're buying it from how hard it would be to use it. Unless one of you two know how to drive a boat.
I don't know anything about boats really.
I mean, I have skills driving a wagon, but this is not exactly a wagon. But with the sticks, I mean, we push the thing. Going upriver, going downriver, we just make sure that we don't crash into anything.
With these, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And then he holds up his gauntlets of overstrength.
And are you
Nice.
wearing them just out of curiosity?
Nice gloves. I mean,
No,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm not sure. I understand. Yes, you are very strong, but
No, you don't understand that these are magical gloves. Here, put them on. Oh, wait, hang on. Are they? Let me see if they're tuned.
You said a magical, huh?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Let's see here.
I don't think you have. Oh, it does require attunement.
okay.
He would not say that. Never mind. He would know that better than me.
Okay.
He'll just say that they give him strength, that they make him you stronger.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. That's good to know.
Yep.
And where are you putting them back? You putting them back on your hands or?
Yeah.
so Bran is going to unsheath his two-handed sword and lay it on the lean it up against the table to where it's visible to all customers.
All right. All right. What's it made of?
Well, you tell me, because it's actually conjured. It looks magical.
I mean, yeah, you can conjure a sword that's magical. That looks magical. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a two-handed sword,
Okay.
but it's in pristine condition.
Okay. This is your pack weapon, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so you got all the leeway in the world to describe how it looks.
Ultimately, it's going to look relatively normal, but it looks like a exceedingly good two-handed greatsword.
Cup will say, "Why are you leaving that out where people can grab it? You know that's not like."
I'm leaving that out so people can see it.
Well,
Would you
yeah,
guys
but
care terribly if I go do performance?
what? Sure.
Are you
I'm not
you-
offended. Perhaps you need to
Arthur?
ask the barkeep, but I'm not offended.
Well, it will
Your
bring
bard?
It'll bring attention to me. I don't know how much attention you guys. If you guys want to lay low, then I should not do
You,
that.
you seem to be doing a perfectly good job of drawing attention already, so you might as well continue.
I turn to Margrath and I say, "Yes, you'll get it."
Was that a no?
I think that was a yes, actually. Feel free.
Okay. Darkham will go ask the barkeep if he cares.
All right. Roll me a persuasion.
Proficient, and am I doubly proficient? Just regular proficient.
Morgrath will look to Bran and say, "Thank you for the food, for the meal, and the room. I don't have any money to pay you back with, but I'll continue trying to help out as best I can."
Well, right now, your help is greatly appreciated. I'm hoping that when we get to where we're going, that there will be more compensation there for our troubles.
I only rolled a 4, so 10.
Yeah, more money would be nice. It would be nice to have some actual armor instead of just getting hit all the time.
Hey,
Well, do you need armor?
I mean, I don't need armor. I'm pretty tough. It would just be nice.
We can buy you armor.
But you can. You guys must have. You guys are rich. Armor's expensive.
We have enough money for armor. Don't you think so, Cup?
I don't have enough money for armor.
And,
You're paying for my room and food also.
and the bartender saying, nah, we got good ones that are up there right now playing.
All right, if you insist. You go back to the table. He's not gonna.
Next time. Next time.
After eating, I mean, I'm ready to head towards and get some sleep. It's been a long day.
Seems like a good idea.
All right, everybody ate the fired lizard shish kebabs.
Yes.
Yep.
How about you, Zarkon?
Yep.
And Cup did. Give me all Constitution saving throws.
Do that.
A delicious 4.
All right, I keep that in mind.
9.
I keep that in mind.
4.
I got a 24 on my Constitution save.
All right. Everybody but Morgrath has fairly extreme heartburn.
Oh boy. That sounds miserable.
Yep.
Let's see. That's bad. That's not good.
So you're uncomfortable right at the moment and such.
Well, still, we need sleep. We've been running and hiding and sneaking, and
It doesn't really change much.
We should
Darkham's gonna try to
should be
eat one of
tired.
his rations to try to die down the heartburn.
How are you going to try that? What are you going to do for that? That's my
Just
question.
Eat some food, drink, just like take care of it, like take a ration, which is like dried food, you know,
I'm going to try some bread.
jerkies and breads and water.
All right, give me another Constitution saving throw with advantage. The water, you said water though that you're taking, right?
There is a little bit, yeah.
Give me your Constitution saving throw standard.
Okay.
Better.
All right. with the bread,
Brother bread.
it goes away. What
Sounds good.
was Zarkon's?
Mine was 15.
15. It's still uncomfortable burning, almost like the oils were there were some oils still on your tongue from it that the water washed it down through the throat and into
Damn.
the stomach. Kind of like a good jalapeno or habanero.
Okay. This would just be, I guess this is in character. He would, since he's burned, like his mouth is burning so much, he's gonna take a drink of alcohol and see if he can breathe fire.
You take a big drink. How big of a drink of alcohol are you taking?
A pretty big swig. He actually has special alcohol with him that he has, so he's gonna
Oh,
take that.
okay, what's special about the alcohol?
It's just a special brand from Illumina.
Okay. Give me a. You said you're taking a heavy draw off it.
Yeah, a pretty good drawing.
Give me a Constitution saving throw. What's Cup doing?
10.
10? Okay. I'll deal with that. Cup.
Cup is just bearing with it. He's had
Oh.
heartburn before. He knows that if he just takes his mind off of it and does something else, he'll go away.
Okay. And Morgrath, you see all this activity going on, and what are you doing?
Until the others are ready to head up for sleep, he's just kind of watching the other people around, because he hasn't been around a lot of people for a while. So he's just kind of watching them.
All right. Zarkon,
Mm-hmm.
you don't blow fire,
Damn.
but you think you might be blowing fire. Your perception's at disadvantage, and your dexterity actions, skills, and such are at disadvantage. You're a little tipsy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Till when? Just until the rest is over?
Oh yeah, it's not going to be forever. It's just normal. You took one heck of a slug. Takes what, an hour to process alcohol through a standard body. So all within that same premise.
So make sure that Zarkon comes up into the room with us then.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm glad I'm here. I'm having a good time.
I'm happy.
Happy.
Like I said, we should be tired, so.
Yep. And we'll go ahead and you make it up to your rooms, and we'll pull it there. Opportune time. As far as that, and it'll give me some time to find a couple maps that will be needed and such. So
Sounds good.
y'all get 1 XP and one inspiration.
Good.
It was
I will
a
say
pretty,
that
it was a pretty mild, low keyed. So
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we avoided all the possible danger.
yeah, hard for me to. I will. You know what? To reward the good decisions. So I ought to give you, 2 inspiration because of that. Because I can't make it seem terrible because you did smart things.
I disagree. I think it's terrible that we do smart things.
Oh well.
Morgrath, the character, would agree with you.
You know,
Uh,
we could have taken them, but it would have been a tough fight, I think.
yes.
I mean, it depends on them. 4 fire giants is a pretty tough fight. I don't know.
Did you see the stats on the fire giants?
The half giants, though. I think we definitely could have